Imagine seeing the world with a clarity so profound, so impossibly sharp that you could read the fine print on a coin from the top of a skyscraper. This isn't science fiction, it is a reality for one person on our planet. This individual possesses a visual acuity that defies our understanding of human limits. While we marvel at the keen eyesight of an eagle, this person's vision surpasses even that legendary bird. Their world is not the blurry, impressionistic painting that most of us experience. Instead, it is a mosaic of infinite detail, every leaf on a distant tree, every grain of sand on a faraway beach. It is a biological marvel. What would it mean to possess such an extraordinary gift? We often take our own sight for granted. We miss the subtle textures on a butterfly's wing, the intricate patterns of frost on a window pane, the distant shimmer of heat rising from the pavement. For this unique individual, these details are overwhelmingly present. Their eyes are powerful biological instruments, capable of gathering and processing light in a way that seems almost supernatural. The eagle is nature's undisputed master of sight. Its eyes are not just large, they are magnificent feats of biological engineering. An eagle's eye can take up nearly half of its head, granting it a field of view that is both wide and incredibly detailed. Within its retina lies a dense concentration of cones, the cells responsible for color vision and sharpness. A human has about 200,000 cones per square millimeter in the fovea, the eye's central point of focus. An eagle, however, boasts over 1 million. This density allows it to achieve a visual acuity estimated to be 4 to 8 times stronger than that of the average human. From high in the sky, it can distinguish its prey with astonishing precision. For us humans, our vision is built for a different purpose. We evolved as social primates, our eyes optimized for recognizing faces, identifying nearby fruits, navigating complex social environments. Our 20/20 vision is considered the standard of clarity, allowing us to read a specific line on an eye chart from 20 feet away. While impressive in its own right, it pales in comparison to our avian counterpart. An eagle looking at the same chart could likely read it from 80 feet away, or even further. It also possesses a second fovea, a deep fovea, which acts like a telephoto lens, allowing it to magnify the center of its view. Deep in a quiet, unassuming town lives Alex, a landscape architect whose secret is known to only a handful of scientists and a few close friends. To his neighbors, he is just a friendly man with a peculiar habit of staring intently at distant objects. But Alex is the owner of this planet's sharpest pair of eyes. He was born with a genetic anomaly so rare that it has never been documented before. His retinas are packed with a density of cone cells that scientists initially dismissed as a measurement error. At 5 times the acuity of a hunting eagle, Alex's vision is not just sharp, it is practically microscopic in its precision. He doesn't just see the world, he scrutinizes it on a level that is almost incomprehensible. Alex's condition was discovered by accident during a routine eye exam when he was a child. The optometrist, bewildered, found that Alex could read the smallest line on the eye chart not from 20 feet, but from the other side of the building, through an open doorway in a window. For Alex, a simple walk in the park is an experience of sensory overload. While we might see a pleasant green lawn, Alex sees a complex ecosystem in breathtaking detail. He sees the millions of individual blades of grass, each with its own dewdrops reflecting the morning sun. He can follow the frantic journey of a single ladybug as it navigates this grassy jungle, climbing one blade and descending another. He can see the subtle vibrations in a spiderweb 20 feet away as a fly becomes ensnared, a silent drama playing out in high definition. His mornings start not with an alarm clock, but with the first rays of sunlight revealing the world outside his window. From his bed, he can see the dust motes dancing in the sunbeam with perfect clarity, each one a tiny tumbling planet. He can identify the species of bird singing on a telephone wire 3 blocks away, simply by the unique way its throat feathers vibrate. Making breakfast is an exercise in precision. He can see the crystalline structure of each grain of sugar he spoons into his coffee, and the intricate network of air bubbles forming in his pancake batter. These mundane moments are, for him, filled with a level of detail that would astound a physicist. Shopping for groceries is another adventure. At the fruit stand, he doesn't just see a pile of apples. He sees the unique pattern of pores on each one. He can spot the slightest imperfection, a tiny bruise or the beginning of decay from across the aisle. So to understand Alex's vision, we must first look at the mechanics of sight. Visual acuity is determined by several factors, specifically the density of photoreceptor cells, cones, in the retina. The average human has around 200,000 cones per square millimeter in the fovea. An eagle pushes this to over 1 million. Scientific analysis of Alex's eyes revealed a cone density approaching 5 million per square millimeter. Infographic: human, eagle and Alex. Increasingly dense dot patterns. This anatomical anomaly is, without a doubt, the primary source of his super-resolution vision. His eyes are essentially capturing 5 times more data points than an eagle, and about 25 times more than an average human. But you know, this incredible hardware would be useless without the software to run it. Alex's brain is just as remarkable as his eyes. Neuroimaging studies show his visual cortex, the part that processes signals from the eyes, is significantly larger and more complex than average. It has developed specialized neural pathways to handle the immense flood of information it receives every second. While a normal brain would be completely overwhelmed, leading to confusion or sensory shutdown, Alex's brain has adapted to filter, prioritize, and interpret this data stream efficiently. It's a perfect synergy of advanced biological optics and a high-performance neural processor. So what can Eagle Eye x5 actually achieve? Living in a world rendered in such extreme detail has some surprising and delightful consequences. For Alex, colors are more vibrant and nuanced. Because his cones are so densely packed, his ability to distinguish between subtle shades is off the charts. He can perceive hundreds of variations of green in a single forest canopy, each shade telling him something about the tree's species, health, and age. A sunset is not a gentle gradient of orange and pink. Orange-pink. It is a complex tapestry woven from thousands of distinct hues, each shifting and changing in real time. He describes it as watching a celestial artist mixing paints on a cosmic scale, a spectacle of overwhelming beauty. This ability has also made him an unwitting expert in spotting forgeries. During a visit to a museum, he once casually remarked to his friend that a famous painting on display might be a fake. He could see microscopic inconsistencies in the brushstrokes and subtle variations in the paint's texture that were not present in the artist's other works. His friend, an art historian, was skeptical but intrigued. A later detailed analysis by experts confirmed Alex's suspicion. The painting was indeed a masterful forgery, unmasked by a man who could see the artist's fingerprints in the paint itself, details that were invisible to everyone else. While having superhuman vision sounds like a pure advantage, it comes with a set of unique and often frustrating challenges. Crowded places can be a sensory nightmare for Alex. A busy city street is not just a throng of people, it is an overwhelming explosion of data. He sees every face in the crowd with perfect clarity, every expression, every fleeting emotion. He sees the logos on their clothes, the scuffs on their shoes, and the text on the phones they are holding. This constant influx of information can be mentally exhausting, forcing him to sometimes wear sunglasses or a wide-brimmed hat, simply to limit his field of view and give his brain a rest. Another surprising difficulty is his perception of beauty. While he can appreciate the grand, sweeping vistas that we all enjoy, he is also acutely aware of every flaw. A beautiful flower might be marred by a microscopic aphid he can see crawling on its petal. A pristine white sand beach is, to him, a collection of individual grains of sand, interspersed with tiny specks of debris and miniature organisms. He has had to train himself to look past these imperfections and appreciate the bigger picture. Alex's ability offers a profound philosophical insight. Our reality is filtered by our biology. The world we experience is not the world as it is, but the world as our senses allow us to perceive it. Alex sees a reality that is layered with an infinitely greater amount of information. This suggests that there may be even more layers of reality that are inaccessible to us, hidden beyond the limits of our perception. What other wonders lie unseen, unheard, unfelt? Alex's vision is a powerful reminder that the universe is far more complex and detailed than we can possibly imagine, and our human experience is just one narrow slice of it. He is a living bridge between the world we know and a world of hyperrealism. He doesn't just see a tree, he sees the life force flowing through it, evidenced by the subtle color shifts in its leaves and the almost imperceptible sway of its branches. He witnesses the world with the intimacy of a biologist and the awe of a poet. The story of Alex and his incredible vision is a window into a world just beyond our perception. It challenges what we think is possible and reminds us of hidden wonders in nature. Eagle's legendary gaze, superhuman sight of one man, evolution adaptation, breathtaking beauty. What's the first thing you look at? The face of a loved one. Every loving detail. Or the night sky. The cosmos in full glory. Possibilities as limitless as a mountaintop view. Sharing stories helps us appreciate life's diversity and mystery. Share this with friends, family, anyone who loves a good story. Show smartphone social feed. Join our community of curious minds. Leave a comment with your thoughts, questions, or your own what-if scenarios. Like this essay, subscribe for more explorations. Stay curious, keep looking closer. You never know what you'll see.